Okay, it says I'm live, so there's been huge toxic algae blooms off the west coast of California and in the Caribbean and in the Great Lakes, and the sargassum is has spread. Um, it used to be just like off West Africa, off the coast, and now it's spread across the whole Atlantic into a huge band, and so they're trying to harvest it. There's a new company in the UK that's harvesting the sargassum, which is the brown seaweed, which has arsenic in it, so it's also toxic. But then they are planning to bury it in the deep ocean to sequester the carbon. And so right now it's just a pilot project, but they say potentially it could sequester 10 gigatons of CO2 per year. So 2 gigatons is 1 parts per million, so that would be 5 parts per million. So it's kind of not a lot, but it just shows that it would not take that much effort to harness the natural boom in algae. Mother Nature's basically taking revenge because of all the huge amount of CO2 in the atmosphere and also the increase in nitrogen from synthetic farming worldwide that's causing a huge increase in algae bloom from the ocean heat content increasing 4 times at a rate 4 times higher than the background rate since the 1980s. So, if more companies can start harvesting the seaweed and the algae to then bury it in the deep oceans, then that will sequester even more carbon, potentially 30 gigatons, which would be 15 parts per million. So obviously, we have a huge buildup of parts per million of CO2. They're also talking about the near ocean algae farms, which could then sequester up to 100 gigatons potentially, but along with the deep ocean fertilization project by Sir David King. So I've gone over all that before, but my interview was taken down because it was on Sandy's Environmental Coffee House channel, and her channel got removed from YouTube, unfortunately. So anyway, um, I have a playlist of algae videos, so I'll post that playlist in the chat and then in the video description. And let's see if I can find it. Okay, I'll just post it when I find it in the video description and the comment section. All right, so it's kind of fascinating that Mother Nature's like naturally balancing off the huge increase in CO2 emissions as abrupt global warming with these huge algae blooms that then can potentially be sequestered as carbon. But what happens is if the algae just decays in the shallow ocean, then it turns back into CO2 that's emitted into the atmosphere. So that's why you got to have these companies haul the algae out into the deep ocean to then sequester it.